Shalom. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Ha, Racha, Kwadash, Ma'amath. Double honors to the elder apostles of GMS and their elders. Double honors to my elder, Aharon Ban Yasharal of the Lions Den Camp, here in Jacksonville, Florida. Salutations to the sincere Akim, pushing his truth and sincerity around the four corners of this earth. I'm Nakar Harab Ban Yasharala, coming out of the Lions Den camp of Yasharala here in Jacksonville, Florida. And today, I'll be coming out with a little small lesson. It won't be before you too long. But the title of this lesson is Yahawashi is coming. Get ready. Because we all know, those who are in the know, we know that when Yahawashi show up, it's not going to be nothing nice for the wicked. For the righteous, it's going to be a breath of fresh air, or being able to exhale, to finally know that this captivity, this oppression, this wickedness is over. But for Esau, it's a plague. These chariots are a plague. For Esau, the fact that Yahawashi is coming back, it's a scary thought, because Esau know once Yahawashi come with that heavenly host, it's over. Esau gonna get took down. But without further ado, let's get right into it. This is Revelation chapter 1, verse 7. It says, Behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him, and they also which pierced him, and all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him. Even so, Amen. So it says he's coming with the clouds. What are the clouds? The clouds are the chariots, the heavenly host, those thousands of heaven that is spoken about in 2nd Esdras 13, which I will get. It says he cometh with the clouds, and it says every eye shall see him. Yahawashi, it does say Yahawashi may be coming like a thief in the night, but when he do show up, you gonna see him. When it says he's coming as a thief in the night, it just means you don't know when he coming. But for those who are in the know, what I'm saying, of the remnant of Yasharala, with the 1/3 men, women, and children, I believe, and the 144,000 men, the government of Israel, we know he coming, but when he coming, we don't know. But just know, when the Lord show up, every eye is going to see him, even those which also pierced him, like when he was hung on the tree or on the cross. Those who pierced his side to see if he was alive or dead, and blood and water came out. Even those, they that pierced him is going to see him, and those ones that pierced his side when the Lord was hanging up there like that, they're going to see him, because they're back here today. And it says, in all kindreds of the earth, meaning every nation on the planet, gonna see Yahawashi when he come. He can best believe when Yahawashi come back, he gonna be like the saying goes, he gonna be squatted up when he come back too. He ain't finna just, even though Yahawashi by itself is enough. But it says, Behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye is going to see him, and all kindreds of the earth, meaning every nation, gonna see him, and they're going to wail because of him, because they're gonna be afraid. They're gonna know that, oh crap, we done. But for the righteous, we gonna know that, like, yes, the Lord said he was gonna do it. He said Yahawashi was coming, and Yahawashi is here. So we know it's gonna be salvation. For the righteous, Yahawashi's presence is gonna mean salvation. But for the wicked, it's gonna be wailing. They're gonna be scared. They're gonna be crying and lamenting, because they know it's gonna be over. It's too late. So Yahawashi is coming. Get ready. Let's go to 2nd Esdras. Chapter 13. Here we go, right to it. It says Second Esdras chapter 13. I'm gonna just start at the top to complete the thought. It says, and it came to pass after 7 days I dreamed a dream by night, and lo, there arose a wind from the sea that it moved all the waves thereof. Meaning, Yahawashi and the heavenly hosts, when they come from the heavens, when they come up from the Shemayim, that's what it means by there arose a wind from the sea and it moved all the waves thereof. Meaning, when Yahawashi come, man, these chariots gonna be burning up the elements around them. That's how powerful these chariots are. That's how powerful Yahawashi you gonna see his power when he come. He coming from the heavens. That's that. See, he's coming from the heavens, the Shemayim, what we know as what the skies. That's where Yahawashi is coming from. Verse 3, and it says, and I beheld, and lo, that man waxed strong with the thousands of heaven. And when he turned his countenance to look, all the things trembled that were seen under him. So it says, and what Esdras said, he behold, and he seen a man. What that man? It says that man. That man that Esdras was talking about, that he saw in his vision or dream, whichever one it was, that was waxed strong with the thousands of heaven. That's Yahawashi, our Lord, our Savior, our big brother, the one who laid down his life so that we can be reconciled back to the Father. He gonna come back in all his grandeur and power. And guess what? And it says, when he turned his countenance to look, all things trembled that were seen under him. Meaning, Yahawashi is finna have, Shalakia, Yahawashi finna have niggas scared. I'm talking about this chariot finna be so big, it's probably gonna shake the ground as he is coming. That's why it says all things trembled under him. That were seen, like that man gonna tremble and the earth is gonna tremble. That's how big Yahawashi's chariot is. And also the heavenly host that's going to be with him. It's gonna cause a lot of fear for those who are wicked, and for 2/3 of our people who chose not to follow and listen and be obedient to Yahawashi. All Yahawashi was doing was saying, I came to do the work of the Father. I'm doing what the Father says to do. Follow my example. Do what I tell you to do. Because I'm commissioned of the Father to tell you what to do. But nah, our people ain't gonna want to hear that. Well, they didn't want to hear it, and they still don't want to hear it. But boy, when Yahawashi show up, they're gonna be all ears then. But by then, it's gonna be too late. So that's just like Jake. Jake wanna, be out here doing the Johnny and sliding his feet when he's supposed to be getting straightened out, but they don't want to do it. But then when it's time to get jacked up, when it's time to get some, like they say, some straightening, now he wanna straighten up and fly right, but it's gonna be too late by then. But again, once more, it says, and I beheld, and lo, that man waxed strong with the thousands of heaven, and when he turned his countenance to look, all the things trembled that were seen under him. And whensoever the voice went out of his mouth, all they burnt that heard his voice, like as the earth faileth when it filleth the fire. That's just talking about this concentrated fire, also known as laser beams. This is what his voice went out of his mouth, all they burnt. Lord finna be making people like the dude on Mortal Kombat when you get a combo off, or you catch somebody with a good uppercut and he say toasty. Yeah, Lord finna make a lot of people toasty. And it says what? All they burnt. So the Lord finna be zapping people, and also these angels and the angels, the heavenly hosts, the thousands of heavens that's with him are also gonna be zapping and turning people into dust. Like what? Like War of the Worlds. Just to give you a reference so you can understand. The one with Tom Cruise when he was supposed to be outrunning you know, the supposed aliens or whatever. But yeah, and people are gonna burn up just like when you have the earth or something of the earth catch on fire. What happens? It just burns to a char. It just goes. It just burns. That's what's gonna happen. Verse 5, and it says, and after this I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men out of number from the four winds of heaven to subdue the man that came out of the sea. Now this is talking about when these other nations are fighting over there in the valley of Jehoshaphat or Yahawashi, the Lord's judgment. They're going to be fighting and vying for power. That's when World War III. That's when Yahawashi going to show up. They're going to be fighting with each other and vying for power, trying to overcome so that it can be the next power in the earth. But in the midst of their fighting, they're going to turn and see Yahawashi, and they're going to turn what and try to fight him. That's what it means by, and after this I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men out of number, meaning it's vast, an innumerable multitude of men out of number from the four winds of heaven to subdue the men that came out of the sea. I mean, these other nations again are going to try to fight Yahawashi. You could try to the war in heaven. Shalakia, my brain kind of a little bit scattered, but the war in heaven. Esau gonna be trying to fight the chariots and all that stuff, and these other nations, and they're gonna be fighting each other. And then when they see Yahawashi show up, they're gonna try to fight him. But continuing, verse 6, and it says, "But I beheld, and lo, he had graved himself a great mountain and flew up upon it." That's just talking about Yahawashi flying up upon his own chariot. Edgar say he saw what? He graved himself, and he graved himself a great mountain and flew up upon it, meaning Yahweh's chariot is the size of a mountain. Have you seen the mountain ranges here on the earth before? Have you ever looked at how tall Mount Everest is and any other mountain range? The mountains are up there. Just imagine something the size. Just imagine something the size of Mount Everest or bigger, and then imagine Yahawashi flying up on top of it. Yahawashi gonna have spiritual powers. He does have spiritual powers. Verse 7, it says, "But I would have seen the region or place where out the hill was graven, and I could not." Meaning Edris was trying to figure out, okay, well, where did he get this from? But he couldn't find it. Because why? Because Yahawashi came from the sea, i.e. the heavens, the Shemayans. Verse 18, and it says, "And after this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him were sore afraid, and yet durst fight." So all those that were gathered together, i.e. these other nations fighting in World War III against each other, they came together to try to subdue Yahawashi. But guess what? They were scared. But the Most High gonna put the spirit on them to try and fight anyway. Verse 9. This is, "And lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude that came, he neither lifted up his hand, nor held sword, nor any instrument of war." So basically, Yahawashi was just looking at him, just looking at him. You could use the X-Men reference when Magneto was like, you you Homo sapiens and your puny weapons. Basically, that's how Yahawashi gonna be. Yahawashi look, he gonna be staring, and of course he mad than the motherfucker. It is what it is. Lord Yahawashi is mad than he mother hubbard. For real. He mad. So it says He saw the violence, so he gonna be looking at these other nations come up at him, rise up at him, trying to roll up on him. And guess what? They say he ain't lift up he ain't gonna lift. He said he ain't Yahawashi gonna stand there. He ain't gonna lift up a hand. He ain't gonna hold a sword or any instrumental war. He gonna be standing there looking at him on top of his chariot, just like, oh, okay, yeah, for real. That's how you want to do this? Really, really, dude, really? Fine. Verse 10. This is what the Lord finna do. It says, but only I saw that he sent out of his mouth, as it had been a blast of fire out of his lips, and a flaming breath out of his tongue. He cast out sparks and tempest. So they're gonna be with all that running up on Yahawashi, and Yahawashi just going, okay. And it says, I saw that he sent out of his mouth as it had been a blast of fire. That's talking about the lasers, the laser beams, the right aiming thunderbolts. And it says, and out of his lips a flaming breath, and out of his tongue he cast out sparks. He cast out sparks and tempests. So there you go. That's basically talking about when they run up, you finna see they gonna see the Lord blast their behinds with straight hot concentrated fire. Verse 11. And it says, and they were all mixed together, the blast of fire, the flaming breath, and the great tempest, and fell with violence upon the multitude, which was prepared to fight, and burnt them up every one, so that upon a sudden of an innumerable multitude, nothing was to be perceived but only dust and smell of smoke. When I saw this, I was afraid, and Esdras saw the wrath of Yahawashi. He saw Yahawashi bringing judgment, and it scared him. But it says right here, it says, and what? All mixed together, the blast of fire, the flaming breath, and the great tempest. Meaning, it's the right aiming thunderbolts. It's the laser beams, that concentrated fire. And it said, and it fell with what? With great violence. It fell upon the multitude with violence, meaning with power, with judgment, and it hit them. And guess what? Burnt them all up to nothing. A great innumerable multitude, meaning the men, it couldn't be numbered. And guess what? The Lord turned them all into dust, turned them all into nothingness with one blast. So, but yeah, Yahawashi coming back, and man, he not playing, but he not playing, and he gonna be angry. Hell, he angry now because of what was done to him. But Yahawashi is coming. Get ready, cause it ain't finna be no rainbows and cookies. The Lord ain't finna come bring you an upside down cake. You know, if you righteous, he bringing you salvation. That's your reward. You getting a crown. You getting laws put in your inward parts. You getting a heart of flesh. But if you wicked, well, you getting straight foot and ass. You getting straight hot fire. It is what it is. Period. I got one more point, and then I'm gonna close it. So, but Yahawashi is coming. So, get ready. This is 1 John chapter 3, verse 2, because I'm bringing this out as my last point, because though we do this work, people look at us like, what they doing? They got dresses on, and they look down upon us because they don't know who we be. Like DMX say, they don't know who we be. My last point, 1 John chapter 3, verse 2. It says, beloved, Now are we the sons of God, or Yahweh, and it doth not yet appear what we shall be. See, right now, people just think we just out there, lifting up our voice, speaking to the top of our lungs like we out there yelling at people. So it don't appear to the people what we might be or who we are. But continuing, this is, but we know that when he shall appear, we shall be like him, for we shall see him as he is. And who is that he? Yahawashi. See, we know that we gonna be changed like that. We know, and we gonna be changed. What when Yahawashi shows up, and he says, come up hither." You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna be like him, meaning we're gonna get the the bodies made from the heavens. We're gonna get righteousness put on our inward parts. We're gonna get a crown. We're gonna be received unto Yahawashi. We're gonna be like him. For we shall see him as he is, meaning we're gonna be able to look upon Yahawashi. We're gonna be able to sit with him. So it's just like almost unexplainable, not inexplainable, unexplainable. With the words that we use. But yeah, we're gonna be like Yahawashi when he show up. We're gonna be just like him, glorified, of the heavens, of righteousness, power, spiritual power, all knowing all things, going according to the will of Yahweh, the Heavenly Father. So right now, people can't see it. They think we just some niggas out on the street hollering at people. But we know. They don't know who we be. But we know who we be. So Yahawashi is coming. Shalom.